Hey, you guys! Happy Friday night, early Saturday. So, it's your girl Spice, and I have a story for y'all. So, today was my grandson's birthday, and tomorrow, which is now today, later on this afternoon, is his birthday party. He'll be turning two. Well, he's two now as of Friday. So, today I was out driving, doing Uber and Lyft, and I was like, oh gosh, I need to go use the restroom. So I seen the pet store. I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm gonna stop into the pet store. Hey, thank you for the likes up." So I got a crazy story. I went into the pet store and I was looking around. I was like, I seen the guinea pigs. I seen some hamsters. I'm like, I don't think I'm really gonna buy anything right now. And then I went down the aisle and I seen some fish and I was like checking them out. They're betta fish. Have you guys ever had a betta fish? Do you guys know what a betta fish is? Well, I'm gonna show you what a betta fish is. So this is a betta fish, and I think most of us have had a betta fish at some point in our life. So I was doing a search on Siri, and I asked where betta fish are from. So this betta fish or betta fish in general are generally from Thailand, but they live in other places close by, like Malaysia. And I think most of us have had one of these at some point in our life. So you guys know, if not, you guys should know. Well, I'll tell you guys in a little bit. In case you guys don't know, betta fish are very territorial. So I'll start off by saying that. Betta fish are like men or, male species, males in general, like lions, very territorial. So I had him in the front seat. He's a mermaid. He's a mermaid fish, so you would think he's a girl, that's what I was thinking, but no. Mermaids and betta fish are actually male fish. I picked this blue one because my grandson and I are both Pisces, and most Pisces like blues and purples and greens, so I was like and it's blue because my grandson is a boy, so I thought he'd like a boy color, which is what most boys usually like is blue, right? So I got him this blue mermaid betta fish. So I had him in the front seat. So a lot of my customers were trying to jump in the seat. Can I sit in the front seat? I'm like, no. They're like, why not? There's a fish in the front seat. They're probably like, what? There's a fish in the front seat. So, a lot of them were young people, like probably in their early 20s, and they all had such a interesting betta fish story. Oh, I also had adults in there as well. I had people like from early 20s to like in their late 50s, and they all had some wonderful stories. I'm going to share with you guys some of the betta fish stories. So, um, a lady I met today, she's actually in film and television and she works the red carpet events. I picked her up from David Bowie's hotel in Hollywood area. And so she was telling me about how tired she was. And then we started talking and she asked if I had a child and I told her yes. I told her how old my daughter is. My daughter's in her late 20s, you guys. She's a mother. She's about to be a mother of two. And so she told me about her son who's about the same age, 27, and she was saying that her son also had a betta fish before. And she told me that they put two betta fish together and like one of the betta fish like tore up the other betta fish. So yes, remember when I was saying betta fish betta fishes are territorial? Well, that's what happened with her son's two fish. They destroyed each other. So if you guys ever get a betta fish as gorgeous as they look and you might think they need a partner or some friends, do not put them together else they'll kill each other. I hear that they can only be together if it's like a male and a female and they're mating. Otherwise, they like solitude. They like living by themselves. So that was one of the stories. I had another young guy, and he goes to LMU, and he was telling me that him and one of his buddies have a bet going for like $20 right now. So whoever's poor beta fish dies first, they got to pay the other person $20, which is really sad. But he said he's doing really well with his beta fish that's in college with him, and his friend's beta fish is back home with the parents. So he said he's had his beta fish for like 6 months now. So I was impressed because when I was at the pet store, I noticed that one of them was like upside down dead. So I was like, oh man, I don't really know how long this beta fish is going to last. But a lot of my customers said that they last for a long time. One of my customers said that she had a beta fish for 7 years and she said they live for a very long time, which I'm excited. So my grandson, can grow with the fishy, with the beta fish. So the young guy at LMU, he was telling me like I need to put like 15 drops, I think of some type of ink in the water to keep the water clean. And he was telling me what to feed it, some pellets or some shrimp or insects, various things that betta fish eat. And he was telling me that his fish tank is about a gallon and a half or something like that. And so he told me a lot about his fish that's living in the dorm. Okay. So look how cute the betta fish, they get a lot of people that love them. And then I heard people, some of the same customers, they started telling me some other fish stories. Like they told me that they used to enjoy going to the carnivals where you throw a ball into the little fish bowl and you win a goldfish. So people just they enjoyed having the betta fish in the front seat. And I also met some people from another country and I was like, there's a fish in the front seat. So do you guys mind sitting in the back seat? I thought like they're going to be angry. So I was like, "Oh, I don't know how they gonna take this." But by the end of the ride, after I showed them the betta fish and I told them it's for my grandson's birthday, they thought it was cool. So they gave me like a sticker for my grandson. They're like, give this sticker to your grandson. Hopefully he likes it. So they thought it was cute having a fish in the front seat. I thought it was fun too. I'm like, all my crazy adventures driving with Spice, it's always something interesting. It's either a horror story or something funny. Let me see, what other stories did they tell me about the betta fish? Ooh, I don't know if you want to hear this, mermaid betta fish. But yeah, like a couple of their cats ate the poor betta fish. Yep, they ate the poor betta fish. That was horrible. I asked, where do the betta fish go when they die? And some people say they go down the toilet. I thought that's so sad since they're such beautiful creatures. I'm like, dang, they're gonna go down the toilet when they die. Hopefully, we think of something a little bit more pleasant than flushing the poor baby down the toilet. What else did they tell me? They told me the cats ate the betta fish. What else? Oh, I don't know if you guys know, but betta fish jump. That's why it has this lid on here with a little bitty tiny hole at the top because they're known to jump. So if you get a betta fish, make sure that their container's pretty tight or else it might jump out and you might come home and find it dead on the ground. I'm trying to think if there's any other betta fish stories. I think that's about it, but it seemed like all the young people and even the mothers in the car, they've all at one point had a betta fish. Aren't they pretty special? They're beautiful colors, and I love how they're just graceful and peaceful until another one crosses their path, and then it's like, woohoo! World War III up in there. They will take out the other betta fish. But yeah, that's my betta fish stories. If I think of any more, I'll come back and tell you. But I think that's about it. If you guys have a good betta fish story, drop it in the comment section. I'd love to hear what you guys name your betta fish because I'm wondering what my daughter and my grandson are going to name him. And there's a little Q&A, and it's asking you guys, have you had a betta fish? Check yes if you had one before or no if you have not had one. Oh, and they're really inexpensive. Like they vary in price. So the guy in the car said he got one for $5 and that the tank and all the accessories ended up costing like 80 to $100. So his poor little fish only cost $5. And then by the time he got all the equipment, it was more like 80 to $100. This one actually cost like $9.99. Hopefully my daughter's not listening. So I thought that was a good price. There were some that cost $20. But like I said, I wanted a blue one. My daughter's middle name, well, her full name means cheerful sky blue spirit with no clouds. So we like blue over here. And my grandchild is a boy. So of course I had to get blue for him. Represent for all the boys. But yep, that's my beta fish story as a Uber and Lyft driver. I think this was, I've heard some drivers, they have their dog in the front seat, but I don't know how many have had their beta fish in the front seat. It was such a good time, you guys. The young people and even the mothers, like I said, they loved seeing a fish in the front seat. Have you ever seen a fish ride shotgun? Well, today I did. And it was so cool because I'm like, you guys, I wonder what the beta fish is thinking because there's like 8 girls in my back seat. I'm not even exaggerating. 8 girls piled up in my car to go to a party. They're all like chit-chatting, laughing. And I'm like, I wonder if the fish is wondering, like, what the hell am I doing here? Where am I at? To be in a car with like 8 girls laughing. It was fun. It was really a good time, you guys. I had a blast with my beta fish. I was just like so like tickled at how a little fish could take us back to like when we were a child and we all can relate to the beta fish stories because most of us have had one. And that's what I thought was just amazing that we can all look back and just remember the good times of when we had one of these lovely creatures. Hopefully, you guys loved hearing about the beta fish. Drop some fish emojis below. I'm probably going to post this video on my Facebook tomorrow after I give it to my daughter and grandson so I don't ruin the surprise. Isn't he cute though? Oh, I guess I didn't know like what type of temperature of water they're supposed to be in. I was like, does it matter like if it's warm in the house or cold? And the guy's like, no, they adjust to the temperature. So that was something else I learned about them. He said his has SpongeBob at the bottom, so I'm wondering how my daughter and grandson are gonna decorate his bowl later on. So once they get the bowl situated, maybe I'll come back and give you the latest details on this blue mermaid beta fish. Bye for now. And like I said, drop me some fish emojis in the comment section. Bye.